Clip of the Day.
Fox TV has brought back the television show Cosmos.
Oh, I tried watching that piece of crap. It's produced by the guy who did the Star Trek Enterprise thing that they had to have a dream, make it the whole series was a dream sequence. That guy's the director, and then Seth MacFarlane's one of the producers, and they're just. It is, I don't know, maybe you liked it. I thought it was shallow, vapid, condescending, patronizing garbage.
Well, I didn't see it. I did, however, catch Neil deGrasse Tyson, who is the host of Cosmos, who I guess he's a scientist. Or maybe he's a guy who runs a telescope in New York. And he, if you want to know where the condescending crap comes from, it's from this guy. This interview on CNN where he's promoting this show.
We all know we live in a politically divided country where almost anything is fair game for snipers on both sides. But science? Shouldn't science be immune from politics? After all, it's called scientific fact for a reason.
This is such a great piece. Everything is about
scientific fact.
It's called, and so here's
for a reason.
In fact, we have a new meme. I should probably we have a new jingle for the new meme. I should probably play that real quick so we can do that. Here we go. So bad. On the No Agenda Show. All right, here we go. You will catch the meme you can use the meme with different language, but the meme remains the same.
And yet there are millions of climate deniers, evolution deniers, vaccine deniers out there. Last year in a speech on climate...
Wait, hold on a second. A vaccine denier? There's no such thing as a vaccine. Is that what he talked? What does it mean, vaccine denier?
Vaccine.
Okay, go on. Never mind.
You know what he means.
We know what we're talking about.
Change. President Obama summed up the war on science this way.
I don't have much.
What, the war on science? A war on science, John.
War on science.
Patience for anyone who denies that this challenge is real. We don't have time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society.
Shut up already. It's science.
Many Americans agree with him, but many other Americans see science as an attack on their values or on their religion or on what they believe to be true.
Or the fact that we just don't believe in your particular science.
Or your bull crap.
My next guest, I am so excited he's here today.
I'm so excited.
He may just be the man who can end the war on science.
Sit down. Martha, get me a beer.
You have like 2 clips of the day.
At least he's got a better chance than you or I have. He's Neil deGrasse Tyson, an astrophysicist and director of the Hayden Planetarium in New York. And tonight, Fox will be premiering his new series, Cosmos. Can you imagine a primetime network television show all about science?
Imagine!
Pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing!
Amazing!
Amazing, man! It's not just amazing. It's more than amazing. It's
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fabulous. Tyson, an astrophysicist and director of the Hayden Planetarium in New York. And tonight, Fox will be premiering his new series, Cosmos. Can you imagine a primetime network television show all about science? Pretty amazing. Neil, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me.
I want to talk all about Cosmos in a moment, but I first want to ask you, do you think there is a war on science the way I'm describing? And if so, how do you think we can broker a peace?
This is so great. He sent him the questions beforehand, obviously. I'm going to ask you about the war on science, and here's the question, and I'm going to ask it exactly this way.
Our civilization is built on the innovations of scientists and technologists and engineers.
Here comes the meme, John.
Who have shaped everything that we so take for granted today. So some of the science deniers or science haters, these are people who are telling that to you while they're on their mobile phone. Okay, they're saying, I don't like science. Science is better. GPS just told us to go left. Yeah, okay. So
the meme is, you don't get to fly on an airplane and deny global warming. You don't get to use a cell phone and deny man-made global warming. Because, well, it's science. Science! This is going to come back many, many times.
So it's time for people to sort of sit back and reassess what role science has actually played in our lives, and note and learn how to embrace that going forward, because without it, we will just regress back into the cave.
Ah, back to the cave without science.
You don't
so let me get this straight. So there's one issue in all this. Let's face reality. There's one single issue, which is, and I want to point this out to people, global warming, climate change, whatever you want to call it, is political. There's no coincidence that the Democrats are on one side and the Republicans are on the other. It's very political. How can this have anything to do with science when it's transparently political? So you're going to take this political football and you're going to extrapolate everything you do based on your side of the argument. So if you're on the side that says this looks like a hoax, or it's a bunch of bullshit, or the data's not in, or you're making it up as you go along, or you're lying to the public, or whatever, you're going to take those people and then surround them with other bullcrap that's got nothing to do with this one political issue and then condemn them? This is nonsense.
John,
it's madness.
You don't get to cherry pick science.
Embrace that going forward, because without it, we will just regress back into the cave. You don't talk about the spherical Earth with NASA in it and then say, oh, now let's give equal time to the flat earthers. Plus, science is not there for you to cherry pick.
It's not there for you to cherry pick. Science is science.
It's not there to cherry pick. The whole thing is about cherry picking. That is science.
I know.
I said this once, and it's gotten a lot of.
Who's the gatekeeper of truth and exact
science?
I don't know. Exactitude.
Science. 97%. 97%
that says
97% of all scientists.
And this and this. 97 believe all of it or go to hell.
97% of all scientists.
The science is in. The science is in. Science.
You don't get to
issue. It's people that hate the petroleum industry. They're the unscientific ones.
Did you see
shouting down everybody who has anything? I have a question. No, shut down. So get out of here, denier.
A lot of internet play. I said the good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe in it.
Science is true. Science equal true, whether or not you believe in it. That's the good thing about science.
Sense?
Yeah. Science is true.
All right. I guess
true.
Science is true. Shut up.
Science is a process.
You know, it's clear we should have started with the birth to 5 thing with you. You are not cherry picking science. It's true, whether you like it or not.
Is that it's true whether or not you believe in it. All right? I guess you can decide whether to not believe in it, but that doesn't change the reality of an emergent
litigation attorneys who sue over science constantly.
Scientific truth. So, for example, one of the most stunning visuals is the cosmic calendar, where we take the 13.8 billion year history of the universe,
which is, I'm sure, is exactly the right number. Don't argue. Science, it's fact. You don't get to cherry pick the number. It's 13.8 billion. Okay.
What if somebody figured out it was 13.9,
and lay it onto a football field sized year-at-a-glance calendar. And the value of that is, we all know what a calendar is. We know how far into the year June is, or July. We have a sense of that. So if I say the Big Bang was January 1st, and today is December 31st, when was our galaxy formed?
If today is January 31st, wait.
December 31st.
Well, let's go back.
Today's December 31st.
I got to get it right now.
Or July. We have a sense of that. So if I say the Big Bang was January 1st, and today is December 31st, when was our galaxy formed?
When was our galaxy formed, John? There's an answer to this.
Oh, let me think. Let's see. The galaxy was probably formed, I'm thinking, let's see, there's how many? 13 billion, and probably I would say last couple billion. I would say the galaxy would, my guess, Alex, would be the galaxy was formed on November 15th.
31st. When was our galaxy formed, the Milky Way? That was formed on March 15th.
March 15th.
March 15th.
Science.
I got the 15th right.
I didn't understand that at all. And then there was something going on in Congress that had an all-night climate change session.
Yeah.
And, I forgot to watch, but I did catch Harry Reid.
Despite overwhelming scientific evidence, overwhelming public opinion.
Stop doing that, because you can't hear what Harry Reid is saying.
But despite overwhelming scientific evidence and overwhelming public opinion, climate change deniers still exist. There's lots of them.
Yeah, they're in Congress. Half of them they're all Republicans.
Now listen to what he says next.
They exist in this country. They exist, I'm sorry to say, in this Congress.
Yes. Does that tell you something, Harry Reid? That chosen representatives have a different view of this? But I guess, therefore, they should be shot or burned at the stake?
In the House and in the Senate.
Crazy.
So I'm very grateful. Senator Schatz, Senator Whitehouse, and the chairman of that very important Environment Committee, Senator Boxer.
Senator Boxer.
Why are the same people, these science, these same science nuts, and I'll put it that way, all in on man-made global warming, and they're all anti-nuke. All of them. They're all anti-nuke. No, we can't have that. It'll blow up. There's going to be contamination. We're all going to die. That seems very unscientific to me. Yep. It seems like they're flat earthers, those people.
Yep.
It seems as though they're like religious denialists. I mean, they're denying the obvious.
Science.
This is the solution to their problem.
They're denying actual science.
Yeah.
Nuclear science. No, that's too expensive and too dangerous. That's always the common retort.
It's not.
No, of course not.
It's not too dangerous, not too expensive.
But you know who's really to blame for this, don't you?
Al Gore.
No, come on. If you're Harry Reid, you know who's to blame.
Obama.
Close.
And many other senators who will join this climate change debate and presentation tonight for standing up against the deniers. Climate change is real. It's here.
And it's going to suck your cock.
It's time to stop acting like those who ignore this crisis. For example, the oil baron Koch brothers.
There they are.
Oh, here we go.
Have a valid point of view. They don't.
I'm sorry. It was the
clip of the day.
It was the Tourette's. I'm sorry.
Astonishing.
I'm sorry.
Clip of the day.
Koch brothers.
I hear them being used as they're the excuse for everything.
I want some Koch brothers money. I want some Koch brothers money.
Hires Koch brothers.
I want some Koch brothers money.
Yeah, the Koch brothers don't care about us. They don't even know about the show. Nobody who is even connected to these people even listen. We have our own cadre of true listeners to the show that will support the show, and we thank them profusely. But apparently, it doesn't trickle up to these
to the Koch
mysterious,
brothers,
mythical Koch brothers.
Well, we have the evil Kraut brothers.
Yeah, we do have the evil Kraut brothers,
which is kind of cool.
We don't have Soros either. We could use some Soros.
We need some Soros money. We need some Bill Gates money.
That'll be the day.